So now Yom Kippur has come and gone. But what was it worth? There's a Mishnah in Krita that tells about a great leader from the time of the Second Temple by the name of Baba ben Buta. And Baba ben Buta would bring a type of sacrifice called an Asham Talui. He would bring this sacrifice that one brings perhaps when they're not certain whether or not they sinned. He would bring this sacrifice every single day of the year except for one. And the day that he didn't bring the sacrifice was the day after Yom Kippur. And the reason why is because the day after Yom Kippur, you can wake up in the morning and say, I think my accounts are pretty clean. I did teshuvah yesterday. I have now been forgiven. Now I'm a new person. But the sad thing about it is that Baba ben Buta knew that by tonight, he would no longer be that good person. And so you come back to the same question. What was it worth? But it actually is worth a lot. If there is one day a year in which you raise yourself above the mediocre, if there is one day a year in which you go beyond the ordinary, that itself is a remarkable achievement. Because if you're capable of a peak moment, then you can extend those peak moments and do things that are remarkable and transformative. I think about Oskar Schindler, who became famous because there was a novel written about him and a movie that was made about him. And Schindler, outside of the years during the Holocaust, when he saved the lives of thousands of Jews, Schindler was actually a rather negative character. He was a womanizer and he was a drinker and he was less than honest. And even after the war, he did not show the best of his character. Yet it was at that moment when he needed to stand up that he really was able to achieve a peak achievement. And the lesson of the peak moment of Yom Kippur is that all of us are capable of doing that for not just one day, but for many days. And the lesson is, if you can transform for one day, there may be times when you have to transform for 1 week or 1 month or 1 year or multiple years. And being able to do that is something remarkable. We are now in a period of time when we've all had to transform. And I have met so many people who, for them, this has been a peak moment in which they have done extraordinary things, heroic things. They have helped so many others. They have stood by so many others. We need to know that Yom Kippur teaches us what a peak moment is like, because there are times in life where those peak moments are more than a day long.